McHale's checked in for Brooklyn. And Seattle also making a change. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brown.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
On its way from Irving for two. No good on the shot. Brown right side. Inside, stolen by Ewing. Down low, here's McHale. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Anthony's checked in for Booker. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. Against Irving, and it's Brown missing. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Irving. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. Shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Irving. Rebound by the Sonics. Brown, the pass to Brown. 1:27 left to play in the first. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
And Irving throws it down.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
And here is Brown. And the foul on Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thompson comes in for Derrick Rose. And then for Seattle, Brown comes in for P.J. Brown. And it's Brown in for Brown. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Portis, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Yeah, and I like Brown, shifty, athletic point guard who has a lot of confidence in his game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Irving, and Irving throws it down.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brown outside. Pass to Brown, shoots over Portis. Brown, no good.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown finds Brown. Here's Irving. Here's Portis. Fader on the way. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Irving's got 20 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. Brown out there with Brown. Then there's Brown. Then there's Brown. And it's Brown in at the 3. And it's Brown missing. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
To the middle, here's Thompson. Inside, Klay Thompson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Brown finds Brown. A 3-ball. Brown, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Oden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Oden's got his first basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Seattle calls timeout. Brooklyn making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Oden, and it's Booker in for Klay Thompson. And then for Seattle, Troy Brown's checked in for Brown, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Brown. Pass to Brown. Brown right side. 6 to shoot. Over Irving. The Sonics again can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 13. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Julius Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Brown. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
MyTeam basketball.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Brown.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Brown, the pass to Brown. Brooklyn with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, Lopez with the ball. Picked up by Brown. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got his second bucket.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
And Booker kicks to Irving. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Seattle trails by 17. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gay dishes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size. At 7 foot, he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Brown with the drive. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle of things.
Brooklyn making some changes. Ewing comes in for Portis, and it's Rose in for Rudy Gay. And then for Seattle, Brown comes in for Brown. And it's Brown in for Brown. Rose. It's rebounded by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Brown. Stolen by Ewing. Irving passes to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Lopez has got 10.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Inside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Brook Lopez never stopped working, especially inside where he has been a force.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Away team basketball.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Brown kicks to Brown. Rose with the block. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Lets it go with the 3. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling.
They're measuring up the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic from Dr. J, Julius Irving so far.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got Irving, and then Booker out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Ewing in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Seattle trails by 20. Brown with it. There's the 3. Sinks the triple. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it's the size and speed of Rose that makes him so tough to defend. He gets that step. He had no option but to foul.
And both free throws good for Rose. And here are the Supersonics now. Brown deciding where to go with it. And it's Brown missing. Brooklyn leading by 19 points. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Ewing kicks to Booker. Over in the corner, Rose. And the 3 ball is good. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Listen, Derrick Rose is not a pure shooter, but when he's in rhythm, he can really get it going.
Pass to Brown. Brown outside. Brown, the pass to Brown. 4 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off the shot. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brown's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Ewing. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Booker. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Here's Brown. Seattle calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotation, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Brown outside. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got 9 points.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And here's Seattle. Puts it up from 15. Yep, it counts. 11 points in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the basket by Rose.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Brown, right side. Lopez grabs the board. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Pass to Brown. Takes the three. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Julius Erving comes up with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 21. And Lopez throws it down hard.
Then with Lopez, he has so many weapons. Right now, he's putting all of them to work.
Brown against Booker. The putback misses the follow-up. And Brooklyn has possession. Rose kicks to Lopez. Takes it.
Wow, powerful Lopez making no mistake about it. What a forceful finish.
1:22 left in the third quarter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. McHale's checked in. Brown, he's checked in for the Sonics. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Rose, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Seattle. The three. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 6 points.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Go ahead and flex those muscles, D. Rose.
Knocked away and stolen by Booker. Ewing right side. Here's Rose. And it's blocked by Brown, and they're able to recover. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Brooklyn making some changes. Greg Oden, he's checked in for Ewing. Anthony comes in for Rose. And it's Klay Thompson in for Devin Booker. Then for the Supersonics, Brown, he's checked in for Brown. Brown comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Brown in for Brown. Brown with it, picked up by Thompson. Brown dishes to Brown. Brooklyn with the rebound. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Oden finishing it off.
Well, the attention that Klay Thompson gets because of his great shooting allows him to set his teammates up. That's nice.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court and zone.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 6.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've got a big... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweet of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Seattle, we've got Brown. Bruce Brown is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then there's Brown, and it's Brown in at the center. Brown finds Brown. Fires the three. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. Brown outside. From past the arc. That doesn't go either for Brown. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Oden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Portis, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Oden hits them both. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Brown against Anthony. Brown the pass to Brown. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Here's Oden. Shoots over Brown. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Seattle with the ball. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Baines checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Seattle also making a change. Brown's checked in. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Brown the pass to Brown. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. Brown is checked in for the Sonics. Brown comes in for Brown.
In for the away team. Brown.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Brown wide open. He fires. And that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Brooklyn has possession. To the inside. Here's Oden. And it's Oden finishing it off.
It's so easy to see why many are high on Oden. And it's because of his ability to dominate like that.
Ball's knocked loose. And here comes the break. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Greg Oden with the finish.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Pass to Brown. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Here's Oden. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown with it. Picked up by Portis. Brown, no good. Let's get an update on Devin Booker. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Gotta admire the fast release of Gabe. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's looking to shoot.
And here's Brown outside. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Brown dishes to Brown. It's blocked. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Oden. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points. Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
And Brooklyn making a change here. McHale's checked in. And here's Brooklyn. McHale upside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Brown the pass to Brown. Oh, good on the triple.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Here's Waiters. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And it's Brown missing.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Bain kicks to Waiters. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Brown into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Portis against Brown. Waiters outside. Back to Portis. Over Brown. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead. And that means his teammates are delivering.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it out. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards is out there with Edwards. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Edwards. And it's Edwards in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn, George is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Wall. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. Down low, it's stolen by Edwards. Edwards against Lopez. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. Here's George. Makes it off the glass.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Johnson against Edwards. Outside Edwards. Back to Edwards. Edwards with another miss. Edwards gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Edwards, no good. Booker inside. Edwards there. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's a nice assist from Wall. Scanning the floor, just looking to find the best shot possible.
Outside Edwards. And nothing is falling for him right now. Johnson in the corner. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for John Wall. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for Edwards. Minnesota off to a slow start. They trail by 7. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Pass to Edwards. Over Anthony. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard. guard moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Outside Edwards. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Lopez grabs the board. Brooklyn with the ball. A 12-0 run right now and counting. And George gets it to go.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Oh, here's Edwards. Over Anthony. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 5.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here is Edwards after the basket by Brooklyn. Left side, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Brooklyn making some changes. McHale's checked in for Trevor Booker. Gay comes in for Anthony. And it's Klay Thompson in for Johnson. Minnesota also making some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Edwards. And Collins subbed in for Edwards. Now here's Edwards. He has yet to score. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. First free throw is good. And Brooklyn making a change here. Ewing's checked in. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Henderson comes in for Collins.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Edwards connects on the 17-footer.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
McHale with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Here's George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side, Edwards. Really left alone that time. Edwards got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly... been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got George. Ewing is out there with McHale. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Thompson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. George, no good. Minnesota trails by 11. Smith right side. A floater. Kevin McHale pulls it in. George against Edwards. And there's George. That's good on the assist by McHale.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Bobby Portis is checked in for Brooklyn. John Wall comes in for Klay Thompson. Minnesota also making some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Edwards in for Smith. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Edwards.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Wall dishes to Ewing. Back to Wall. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time. Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn. Edwards looking it over. An easy 2 points on the layup.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Wall. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Sometimes Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Here's George. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 16.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
It's stolen by Wall. Pass to George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Man, I like the quick hands of Wall. I mean, seeing him jump all over the opposition and get into the passing lanes to come up with the steal, that's impressive work.
Edwards passes to Edwards over Gay. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's George on the wing. Over Edwards. And it's George missing. Minnesota trails by 17. Edwards inside. He's covered by Gay. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got his second basket.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
And it's George finishing it off.
And he's taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Brooklyn making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ewing. Trevor Booker comes in for Bobby Portis. And Anthony subbed in for George. Timberwolves also changing it up. Edwards comes in for Miller. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Edwards.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck to be here. It's just not his night.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is. Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Edwards' shot is good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
Edwards passes to Edwards. And Rudy Gay picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Edwards. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Edwards. Wall with some nice defense. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. There's the drive, and Wall with the slam.
This is John Wall at his absolute best. In attack mode, going right to the rack.
Minnesota trails by 19. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Brooklyn making some changes. George comes in for Anthony, and it's Johnson in for Rudy Gay. And Edwards drops them both. Here's Wall. He's got 8. Pass to Lopez. Outside, George. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Booker. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw this game. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. It's really a tough break for the Heat.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
That one drops for him. Wall's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Brooklyn controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Edwards. Anthony Edwards out there with Edwards. Then there's Edwards. And it's Edwards in at the 5 down low. Hits the mark and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good, Edwards.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Brooklyn leading by 15. And Wall kicks to Booker. Johnson for 3. It's good from long range. Johnson's got 5.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Edwards passes to Edwards. From 18 feet away. Rejected by Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Good D by Booker. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And George kicks to Booker. Wall passes to Lopez. The 3 from Johnson. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Booker. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota trails by 18. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Edwards passes to Edwards. Outside Edwards. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Clock at 6. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so George will bring it up for Brooklyn. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 7. Minnesota trails by 20. Cloak loose. driving inside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's sent back by George. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Back to Edwards. Edwards kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Rejected by Booker. Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 22 points.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And Booker kicks to George. And George with the stuff.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
So it's the Timberwolves now. And the Timberwolves call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Lopez. McHale comes in for Johnson. And it's Thompson in for John Wall. Timberwolves also changing it up. Miller's checked in for Edwards. Edwards comes in for Edwards. And it's Edwards in for Edwards. For 3, Edwards. He doesn't hit that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Traps in the tray. Edwards got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Timberwolves.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Brooklyn.
Boy, that's an outstanding find by Ewing. It helps that he's as tall as he is because he's able to look over the floor quite cleanly.
And Edwards launches it from deep. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And they're Here's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Collins comes in for Edwards. And it's Brown in for Edwards. Here's Edwards. Sweet little floater. Edwards got 10 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And the dunk by Booker.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Edwards passes to Miller. Edwards looking it over. 3-pointer. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rudy Gay is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's McHale. Then it's Ewing. And it's Anthony in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. group substitution here for Brooklyn. George is checked in for Ewing. Trevor Booker comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Johnson, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And John Wall subbed in for Waiters. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Collins passes to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Just 5 to shoot, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Here's George. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Teardrop shot rejected by Booker. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Stolen by George. Driving to the basket.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's had.
It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Smith checked in for Collins. Edwards finds Edwards. Outside Edwards. Pass to Edwards. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Now here's Edwards. Smith outside to stop the run. And there's Edwards on the assist by Smith.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Booker. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Edwards. Smith on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Ewing's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Anthony for 3. And Waiters kicks to Anthony. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Edwards. From downtown. Hits it from 3-point range. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's 1:47 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Smith. Pass to Edwards. The tray. Edwards with another miss. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, nice cut by Anthony inside. When he slashes hard like that, it really compromises the defense.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Baines checked in for Brooklyn.
Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 23.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And blocked by Baines. Here's Gay driving in, and he banks in the layup. Gay's got his first bucket in this one.
So comfortable finishing on the move. It's very rare to see Gay off balance on his drives.
Outside Edwards. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Baines. It's Gay with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So skilled at slashing towards the hoop. When Gay goes strong, he's hard to contain.
And both free throws good for Gay. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. Lets it fly. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Gay.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Outside Edwards. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Look at that from Edwards. Way out there.
And then Gay with the dunk.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most.
Defensive foul. Jaden McDaniel.
Defense remaining on this ball. 2-1. Team foul. Jalen Jackson, 3 points. Desmond Bain. Patrick Ewing with the assist. ball goes to Memphis. Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant, taking 2 shots.